The mount of Mercury positive. This mount can be considered positive when the subject is found to be born between the dates of the May 21st and June 20th and until the 27th of that month. But during the last 7 days, its influence is considered dying out and not so strong. People born in this period are represented in the zodiac by the symbolism of the twins. It is a curious fact that all persons born in this part of the year are singularly dual in the character and temperament. One side of their nature may, in fact, be described as perpetually pulling against the other, and although nearly always possessed with the usual intelligence, they often spoil their lives by lack of continuity in their plans and in their purpose. They seldom seem to have a fixed idea of what they really want. They change their plans or their occupation at moment's notice, and unless they chance to be very happily married, they are just as uncertain in marriage. They are the most difficult in all classes to understand. In temperament, they are hot and cold in same moment. They may love passionately with one side of their nature and just as quickly dislike with the other. They are very critical and especially notice some faults or mannerisms in others, and they can express their views with a sarcasm that is as cutting as it is clever. In all business dealings or affairs where a subtle, keen mentality is useful, they can outdistance all rivals provided they are sufficiently interested to enter into the competition. They are excellent in diplomacy and are gifted talkers, but they usually leave their listeners at the end of their conversation no wiser than they were at the beginning. If taken as they are with their moods, they are the most delightful people imaginable, but one must never expect them to be the same today that they were yesterday. They believe that they are the most truthful people in the world, and they may be at the moment they are telling the story, but to them moments seem entire lives, and so in a day or a week the same story may have a totally different coloring. None of these people will probably admit this to be the true of his character, but a little study will convince anyone that it is a fairly accurate description of the subject chief characteristic. Mental work, especially the class of mental work that require quickness of the wit and change, appeals to them more than any other. They make clever actors, barristers, and a certain class of public speakers, also diplomatists, stockbrokers, company promoters, or the inventors of new methods in business. In all careers, they require keenness of the brain. They can attain success provided they have developed a sufficient amount of willpower and continuity of the purpose to stick long enough to any one thing. Everything that can affect the nerves and the nervous system especially afflicts these people. Indigestion caused by nervous worry or anxiety, catalepsy, paralysis, afflictions to the tongue, stammering, insomnia, vivid dreams, to all such things they are especially liable. They are also inclined towards delicacy of the throat, bronchial tubes, and particularly in trouble with the nose and eyes.